Good morning. Welcome to Marco on Markets. I'll just share my screen. Okay, so this channel is for educational purposes only and shares my personal opinions and investment process. Nothing in this video should be taken as financial, product advice, or a recommendation to buy or sell any investment. Always do your own research and consider obtaining advice from a licensed financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Okay, so it's Monday, 27th of July, 2026, 11:33 a.m. Good morning. My name is Marco, and I'll just go through my current positions and my thought process, as I'm probably going to change my sell price. This is my portfolio view. Let's just update these. So I'll get my holding list up. Right, so Aristocrat 61.89, so it's up a little bit from this morning. Accent Group 72 cents, up slightly. Westpac 72.32, sorry, 30, oh that's right, 37.32, and Wesfarmers 86.99. So currently Aristocrat's down 1.5% after dividends, or 3% on capital. Accent Group is down 68% on capital and 62% after dividends. Okay, Westpac is in positive territory by 1.59%. I've had that one for 4 days, and Wesfarmers is down 1.75%. So my initial goal on Westpac was $37.52. Let's have a little look at the graph. Okay, we'll go to charts. Let's just do, so last 5 days, my purchase price was 37, oh, that's after fees. 36.73. 36.73. So it was in here. And what date was that? Okay, let's go back a little bit. 16th of the 7th. All right, let's update this to 1 month, and then we can watch, we can see whereabouts. 16th. So we purchased it in here, and then we had a little drop, then it rebounded, and then it did drop away a bit, and now it's increased. It's in my sell range, so I'm trying to get up to 37.50. I'll go back to just a 5-day view. It is trending upwards. Will it get to my price? I don't know. I actually want to, it's at 40 cents now, 37.40. So let's just update that. That's the high for the day. I know it's only 12 more cents, but it has felt like, at least today, it's stalled. So if I go back to the graph and just look at today's graph, it did fall, it's gone up, and now it's just come back. I think I'm going to take the profit as it stands right now at 37.40. That's a 1.8%. It is a little bit short on the full margin, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. So what I'm going to do is just take this off screen for the moment, and I'm going to adjust my order. So trading order status. So when you place orders on the market, you can cancel them at any time as long as they haven't filled. You can change them. You can do whatever you like as long as it hasn't been executed. So I'm going to go to $37.40. So that's the market high, I believe, for the day. And then we can just put this trade to bed. Let's just do one more quick refresh. All right, so it has fallen away a little bit. I'll do update 37.40. Just going to take this one off. I just need to double check my numbers. One moment. So 37.40. Okay. Yeah, so I just like to check the order values just so I'm not making any mistakes. Because if you get, if you get the price wrong, if you actually do $36 instead of $37, it'll sell straight away, and then you may end up with less. So we'll go back less money than you're anticipating. So I'm going to bring this back in to screen view. So watch list, if I go to Westpac now. Okay, like I said, it has fallen a little bit. We're trying to get to 37.40. If we go to market depth, you'll see the orange is in that $37.40. So I'm in that bundle there with 16 other people. And we'll just watch that for a minute or so. Okay, so you'll see it's climbing. So it's at $37.37. So we just need really, so that level's gone, 37.38's gone. So there's two levels left, 37.39 and then 37.40. So what we need is just someone to come in and place an order or new buyers to come in and purchase at that level, and that will go through. So I'll just refresh it a couple more. So when a new level comes in, that means that the price is falling. So that means someone has sold at a lower price or is willing to sell at a lower price. Here we go, it's gone up again. So the 37.38's disappeared. It's 37.39. Now it's 37.39. So it's usually like 1 cent below. So the last price was 37.30. And we'll stay for a little bit more. 37.38. So we're getting close. Still 9 people and then 14. So it's still like 5,000 units there. Now, Westpac is a bigger company, and they do have a fairly big trade volume. So there's, so far this morning, we're an hour 40 minutes into the market day. There's been 3,700 trades. Okay, we're at my market level now, 37.40. 37.40. Okay. So the next available price is 37.40. And you can see there's now 14 trades. 14. Now there's 16. So there's more orders coming in. Okay, it's slipping away. So just coming back to this, there's been 3,800 trades, total unit volume of 552,000 units, which has a value of $20 million. And the previous day's trade volume was 3,489,000. So that's units. So compared to Friday, we're about 1/7 of the way of the volume from Friday's volume. It doesn't necessarily sell exactly the same amount each day. It just depends what money's around, market sentiment, investment houses, when people get paid their super, when they invest that money. So we'll stay a little bit longer. So, this now it's dropping away. You can see new levels coming in. Now it's retreating. And it is kind of silly that we sit here waiting for 1 or 2 cents. I mean, it does depend on, how many units you have and that sort of stuff. But often we play these games and we're trying to chase a certain price, but compared to the current price, it might only be, $20 or $50, and we sort of lose track of the bigger picture. And it can happen where you are waiting for a certain price and you miss it, and then it slips away. And then, it happened to me with that accent group. It was up 1%. I wanted to. It fell away after a few days, and now look at, we're 60% down. So, look, I don't have that belief for Westpac. Like it's a big company that makes lots of money, and I might actually just update this trade again just to get out of it and then move on to the next thing. I'll just quickly have a look at my approved list to see what my next position is. I am still liking JB Hi-Fi. It has retreated, which is like great, because this morning it was up quite a bit. So that is going to be my next position. I've decided Sigma has, it's put on a bit of weight. It's just slightly out of my buy range. But yeah, I'm really liking JB Hi-Fi. So I'll do a refresh here. $36, it's gone up slightly. Rightio. All right, let's just update the price and let's see if we get 37.36 now. I just want to see what percentage that is. So it's 1.7%. I'm just going to take this off screen. I just want to see what that is in my real portfolio value. Because as I've mentioned in the past, I'm just working on parcel sizes for YouTube demonstration of $40,000. But in real life, I am doing a different value. I just didn't really want to disclose that at this stage. So, yep, so I'm happy with that. I'm actually going to update the pricing. Let's see how it's going. Hopefully it hasn't fallen away. It's still at 37.36. All right, so just do a couple more refreshes. Otherwise, I'm going to just take this off screen. I'm going to update my order. I just want to push it through and grab that JB Hi-Fi while it's at, a price that I'm happy with. So Westpac, edit order. I'm going to do 37.36. It is at 37.37. So you will get, if someone's willing to pay more, you will get that. But the least amount you'll get is 37.36. So I'll review the order. I'll just take this off screen for a second. I just want to double check. As I mentioned before, every time I place a trade, I really like to double check the values, just to make sure I've got everything in correctly. Okay, that's fine. So I'll bring back my portfolio view and I'll place that order in. And if we just bring this back, we'll go to Westpac now. And look, it's the price is higher. So actually, when we go to depth now, there'll be nothing there because I did put it in at 37.36. So I'm not 100% sure what price I got. I'll get a contract note in a couple of minutes and I can have a look. I'll just take this off screen and have a look at my orders and see what it went through at. and then I want to quickly recalculate everything and then get that order on to buy JB Hi-Fi while it's down. So trading orders, order history. Okay, so there's my email notification coming through. On my emails, I actually have a different ringtone for a new email when I do a trade. So, because a lot of my trades are just put on, like I'll buy, set the price, and put the sell order on, and that way, like if I'm working away and I hear that noise, I'll know that a trade's gone through. So usually puts a smile on my face. All right. So the average price is, let me just work it out. So sometimes when you put a price, some might sell at say $37.36 and some might sell at $37.37. And so the pricing may look a bit funny when it comes through because it's not round numbers. 3.36. All right, I'm just double checking. No, I got 37.36 even. Okay, so that was the price I got. So on this trade, based on a $40,000 investment, we've cleared $678. What I'm going to do is quickly just put the next order on. So we'll go to the calculator. It's JB Hi-Fi, so that's JBH. The number of units, let's get the price up. I'll bring my watch list back. Okay, so there's the watch list, JB Hi-Fi. It's down 1%, so currently it's 75.27. So I'm just going to work that out. So 40,000 divided by is 531 units. So that's today's date. And the price was 75.27. Our desired margin is 2%. Expected brokerage on the way out. The black line is our expected sale price, 76.93. So a couple of checks that I do now. I'll go to the chart. I'll pull up a indicator, trend, SMA, 89 days. I want to make sure that's above the line or on the line. If it's very close, it's okay. So I'm happy with that. I'll just zoom in. So technically it's on the line. So that's an average of the previous trades. So this is, let me pull up 1 month, 1 year again. And so it is trending downwards and flattening out here. So that's what this SMA line shows. So it's just, okay. So I'm happy with that. And the next thing I need to do is work out if this selling price is reasonable. So is $76.93, let's call it $77. Look at the graph. Is it likely to get back to $77? I'll just pull up 1 month here and reset the graph. I'll take this line off. So we're currently at 75. Sorry, my mouse. We're currently at 75.27. All right, so it's clawed back. So I've already missed a bit of this. So 75.50, we're about here. Is it likely to get to 76.93, which is up here? And I'm comfortable with that. Will it do it? I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball, but I'm comfortable with that. So I'm going to put, let's go back to the calculator. So we're going to buy it. Unfortunately, this price has changed now. Let's just go for 75.50, right? 75.50. And that's going to be 40,000 divided by 75.50. So it's 530 units. And now the sale price is 77.26. So you can just see when the price moves like that, it's going to really change your sale price. So that's why I like to move sort of swiftly. And so if we were able to sell it for 77.26, we should come out of it roughly 2%. I'm just going to take this off screen to calculate my real values. And yeah, so I think I can buy it for 75. Let me just calculate this quickly. So I'm doing the same process, but just with my real money. So I'm updating my register. I'll go through this in a second. So okay, and now I'm gonna so I'll put this calculator back up so you can have a look at that. I'm going to take the trading screen off so you can have a look at the purchase price, the sale price, and then I'm just going to go and put the order on. The good news is it has dropped a little bit. So it's dropped to 76.46. You can sit here and wait all day long. I'm going to put it on at 75.50 to hopefully just get some. So I'm going to buy. I need to select my account. You can have multiple accounts, like if you have one in your super fund, in your personal name, in a business, in your kids' names, your wife's name, whoever. And it's just you select from a drop-down box which account you want to purchase it in. Obviously, there needs to be funds there. Most trading houses or brokers will give you a certain amount of credit, like they might give you $10,000 without actually having the money sitting there. Okay, so we've got, just going to take this off screen for a sec. I just need to double check all the amounts. So you might see me turning from left to right. I do operate with 3 screens. And I would recommend that people have definitely more than 1 screen, 2 as a minimum, to be efficient in your workplace. So I'm happy with that. Okay. So I'll come back to the calculator. Radio, and then I'm going to place that order, 75.50. Yep. Just do a refresh on the price. So it has gotten away. So I have moved a bit slowly today. So if we go JBH, oops, JBH. Okay, so we are at 75.50. If I go to market depth, 70, so we're going to be on the buy side, and 75.50 is here. So we're in amongst that group there at 75.50. I'm actually going to leave it on at that. I may not get it, I may miss it, but it's always important to buy well. If you pay too much to start with, it takes longer to get out. So it was at 75.70 and now it's dropped a little bit. I'll stay for a couple more refreshes. Actually, while we're waiting for that to go through, hopefully, what we'll do is quickly just update the register. So once I've completed a position, so now that we've sold Westpac, I'll take it off this portfolio view and I'll add it to the register. So we already had Westpac there, the purple representing a trade that hasn't completed. That's now completed, and we just type in the price that we got. And so the price we got was 37.36. And then I just copy down these formulas, fill down, Control D is the shortcut there, if you're wondering. And so, yeah, we ended up with 1.59%, 11 days, annualized, that would be 52%. If you could do 1.59% every 11 days, you'd end up with 52% at the end of the year. The running balance for the profit on this portfolio, so we've got this theoretical portfolio has 4 trades of 40,000. That is $7,794, and the running return is 4.87% as an annual number. And now my average trade day is 4 days for these active trades in July. Now it doesn't include Accent Group, AX1, which is a couple of years old, and also Aristocrat's not there. When these sell, what I will do is I'll put them down, and then that will change my running day average. I just like to keep an eye on that. Obviously, the lower that number of days is, the more profitable you'll be at the end of the year. Now that trade's completed, I'm going to turn that off. Our next trade's in. So we're doing JB Hi-Fi next. I'm just being lazy. I'm going to copy that into there. This is trade 139, JB Hi-Fi. The units is 530. It's today's date, and the price was 75.50. So that's the 40,000. Our exit price will be 77.16. So that's the yellow section. There's the calculator, which is the same as the other view, this one here, but it's just in a down arrow. So you might have just heard I got a notification on the email, so that JB Hi-Fi has actually gone through. So this is really good because now we can set the price and put our sell on. So we'll just quickly go to NAB trade. We're going to go to what price did it come through on the email? 75.50. Okay, so we'll be seeing this. Oh, look, it's dropped away heaps. So I actually overpaid now. Like I'm already down, 24 cents per share. What we'll do is we'll update the portfolio view as well. So let's get this trade in to the system. So we've calculated the exit price. It's going to be 530 units. I'll just put today's date. It's going to be $77.18. I'll just see what's on this one. 16, 18. Same. It's not really much difference. You just want to make sure that you get your margin that you're after at the end. So I'm going to actually take that off the profit because it actually hasn't occurred yet. So I'll take that out. I'll highlight this as purple because I'm going to put that trade on. I'll take the date out. Okay, so we'll go to NAB trade. I'll quickly just take this off screen. I'm going to go to my portfolio there. Click into the holding. So JB Hi-Fi. So we've got, it's currently down 0.64% just in a matter of minutes. The price is now $75.09. So, but that's okay. Look, you can't always get it exactly right. Do you know what I mean? If something's falling, it's likely to fall a bit more or a lot more before starts to increase. Sometimes you get it right. You might drop, you buy, and it goes up, and that happens. So not to worry. So I'm going to sell my units. Quantity is that. And then add a limit. So you always make sure you put your limit on. So that's going to be 77.18. I'm just going to take this off screen for a moment. I'll just put my disclaimer up just so you got something to read. And it's not a black screen. Oops. There we go. I just need to calculate my real money. I just need to double check everything. So 75.50 was the purchase price, and then 77.18. Okay, so 77.18 works there as well. So it should, but when it's real money, you just want to make sure. I'll chuck that back up. It's given me 77.18. It could be just rounding. So 77.18, review the order, sell. Okay, I'll just take that off one more time. And I just want to double check the end price, the fees. Yep, that matches. So I'm happy with that. So that can go back up, and then we're going to post that. Okay, so that's on market now. I'll go to watch list. Okay, so if we go into a watch list and then JB Hi-Fi, see it's $75.12 now. So it's just down, and now my sell price was 77.18, I think. So 77.18, and that gets it over the 2. I think that might be not rounded, and I do like to round up just to make sure I get that nice 2 number. 77.16. So if we go to, say, page 3, page 4, 77.16. Oh, 18. Okay, so there we are. There we're in, and we'll go to watch list. I'm just going to update my holding list. So holding, we can get rid of Westpac, remove, and then we can do JB Hi-Fi, JBH. And we want to add it to watch list, add it to holding, add, and then if we go to watch list holding, right, now we're going to update our trade register. I've already got JB Hi-Fi there, 77.18, that's all good. We're going to update the portfolio view. So Westpac's gone. Just going to turn protection off. Westpac's gone, so we can get rid of that. It doesn't like me trying to delete a whole row. Protection's off. Okay, so let's have a look. No. All right. Okay. We're going to insert a row. JBH.ASX. JB Hi-Fi Limited. Okay. Purchase dates today. Units is 530. Price, the market price is 75 and 9. We've got average price is so the average price is going to be the total price including the fees divided by the number of units. So that's the price. It's going to always be slightly higher because there's been fees paid. Target sell, I think it was 77.16. I think we put it in at 77.18. So we're looking for a 2.78% increase. Current market value, so we're already down $200, down 0.64%. But as you can see, it bounces around a lot. It's being traded probably fairly heavily, I'd say, for it to be bouncing around so much. So I'm not going to stress too much about it. So it's gone up a bit, it's about 0.5% down now already, just in 10 minutes. So look, that's the market. There's risk. It moves. So I'm going to leave it there. So we're probably won't have another trade. The only one I can probably think of is if I decide to pull out of Aristocrat. It's been very close. It was up before for the day, so 61. Okay, so it's climbing. So if I sold now, I'd be down 1.4%. I don't really want to take a loss, and all you really need is 1 or 2 good days, and you can get your margin. So on capital, I'm down 2.9%. If I adjust for dividends, I'm down 1.4%. So I'll just continue to hold that. We'll just have a quick look at the total market overall, just of my approved stocks. So VEA's down a fair bit. Look, I'm not going to touch that. That one I'd only really like around the $2, $2.10 mark. It's had a significant increase, and it's quite volatile with the fuel situation. So I'll leave that one alone. JB Hi-Fi's in the red, which, you know, I kind of like that. It's crazy because today it opened up higher. I'll come back to the graph. We'll just have a look at the most positive: Aristocrat, NAB, Accent Group, ANZ. So the banks are up. Could I have got more? Look, I see it's at 37.47 now. Westpac, what did I sell it for? So I might have jumped ship too early. Westpac here. So yeah, I missed out on a few more cents. It may have got to that's the top of the day. It might have got there in the end. But that's okay. You can't win them all. The last thing I was going to do was look at Aristocrat's graph just for today. Something went wrong. Okay. Let's try GBH in here. And then let's get a chart and the day. So it's on a bit of a decline for the day, to be honest. So it'll bump, but it should bottom out somewhere. It'll either go sideways, fall further, or hopefully for me, increase. And the last thing I wanted to look at is just the all ordinaries, just to see how it's going for the day. It's still up 1%. So it pretty much had the gain at the start, and it's held. It's increased a bit more. So should be a good day for most investors today. Hope you have a good rest of the day, and I'll try and do a market close this afternoon. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll speak to you